That this is a family business. At the same time, it has grown in leaps and bounds and it has scaled. So now you're dealing with a family business that has a corporate element to it. So under your corporate governance, number one, who wrote the family constitution? How did you implement it? And then how did you then sync it into corporate culture?
Right. To come up with the family constitution was not an easy task. To get consensus from all the family members, to get their input, it was not easy. It took us 4 years to put the family constitution and also the business constitution in place together with the shareholders' agreement. What we did is we initiated a consultant who worked with the family to create the rules that govern our family. And we started off with the simple governance structure of how a family should work and operate within the extended family. So that was the first part of the family constitution, where the family constitution, it's an extensive document that takes care of the extended family as long as that family member, he or she, stays within the family framework. It has do's, it has don'ts. It also has rules that govern us, that if somebody from the next generation wants to get married, what is it that they need to do and what is the expense that is allowable for that wedding. As you know, weddings can be as lavish from $10,000 to $1 million. I'm just giving you a simple example. Coming from an Indian background, we also have an issue because a lot of our traditional forefathers and the elder side of the family is all vegetarian. And of course, God-fearing people. Religion comes into play. And when we look at the next gen, yes, religion plays only a small part within them. And of course, the non-veg culture kicks in. So how does the family constitution take care of that, having a balance between the old and the new? And it clearly defines what you can do within the framework of your joint household and what you can do outside. Right? It also depicts that if a family member is not in the business or is not following the rules or becomes a rebel, what are the consequences? So it is a framework for the family. The second framework is for board governance, and it's a simple format whereby all the family board directors have all signed to a framework which we came together with a consultant. We had lots of meetings, lots of deliberations, and we all agreed that this will be the framework and the family board governance structure that will guide how our family business will continue and grow. What is it that we need to do and we don't need to do? What are the remuneration structures? Because at the end of the day, a lot of fights are around wealth creation and remuneration of various family members. And that board constitution also says that if the next generation wants to come into the family business, it's not that they come on a golden plate. It doesn't happen that way. They have to start from the bottom. They have to do something called a family MBA. And a family MBA is a structured program where the next generation, if it's my daughter or my brother's daughter or my daughter's son who wants to come into the family business, whenever they turn 23, 24 from school, how do they come? They start right at the bottom. They have a rotation system of all our group companies. And once they've done that, we look at the skill sets, and then that is what determines ultimately where that family member will be fitted into the business. So that is the second piece that governs our family, so that it's absolutely crystal clear, no quarrels, no issues at all. And then the third is the shareholders agreement, which clearly defines that we have all this group of companies that we run. We are 9 family board members, and what is it that each family unit, depending on the number of years that they've put into the organization. It also caters for the next gen. It also caters for passing on my shares or whatever I have created to the next of my kin in that family business structure. So once you have all this framework in place, any extended family or a family living together can successfully carry on with that business. And not only carry on, I promise you, you'll grow by leaps and bounds by just having a structured way of doing things.